to Emanuel-St John Lutheran Church, and we are doing quilts, and we call it Do Days. And we have lots of gentlemen and ladies come like every Monday for about 2 months, 3 months, but some ladies do it all year round. And Rhonda Johnson and Marlene Meyer are kind of the co-hosts or organizers of helping us do this. And a lot of the material has been donated from all over Sac County, Rockville City, and other parts of states. And some pin, some sew, and the gentleman down on the end over there, they tie quilts. And we have some people rolling bandages. And they are white sheets, and they cut them, strip them, and they roll them for bandages. Johnny, wave. Hi, Johnny, wave. Hi. Anyway, this is our supply room where we keep all our goodie materials that people bring in, scraps of material, clothing. They go to garage sales, they go to auctions, and some buy sheets and bolts of material. And if they find out if there's a neat sale someplace, they will get a big discount and buy some more bolts material. But a lot of it is people that bring in their stuff when they clean out their houses or estate sales, and that's what we do. And each box that the quilts are in has to be 40 pounds, and Marlene usually packs them, and she has to weigh them on this old-fashioned scale.
Here you'll see a pile of 16 by 16 inch squares. They're what? They're 21. Oh, excuse me. They're 21 by 21 inch squares, all ready to be sewn together. Sometimes they take just pieces and patch them together to make the 21 by 21 squares. These are pinned together, and they're ready. They're ready to be sewn. There's some pieces here that were not complete. They're ready to be sewn. All these ladies are working on the squares. Our next step is we're going to take the 21-inch squares, and this lady and some of the others are going to attach them. So I've got 1, 2, 3, and there will be another one. These long strips will then be attached to other strips. So there'll be 1, 2, 3 of them. So we're getting the top or bottom of the quilt put together.
Linda and Sally and Darwin and Johnny are starting to put a quilt together, and they have the bottom on first, and now they're going to put the middle. And I think Darwin said they are using an old wool blanket, and it takes 4 of them sometimes to put it together because they have to have corners to corners and edges to edges, and then they'll put the top layer on.
Sally?
You need to go that way. It would be best if you could go over the edge a little bit.
Okay. How's that?
That's better. Then if we put, we got enough to sew.
Oh, there.
Yep, so we got enough to sew, right?
Yes.
Okay, because maybe the top will need all that.
I think we need to
Huh?
pull up that. I'll pull that.
And they've got the middle where they would like it, and now they're getting ready to put the top on, and the squares are a certain size, and some people sew them together and trim them, and now they'll put it on top. And the extra material on the side, they will overlap, and they will sew it by hand sometimes or by machine, and that's called a binding. That extra material on the end or the side, they bind the quilts together.
Nice, nice. Boy, that's gonna be a warm blanket too.
Pretty.
Huh? And got a lot of color.
Linda and Sally are starting to tie the quilt, and they have cardboard blocks so they can tie a certain distance. And they are just getting started, and they go all the way across. Hanford and Ron are tying the threads they strung through, and now they'll sit and tie each string a square knot. Right, Ron?
Right.
Right.
Supposed to be
Supposed to be, okay.
most times.
And lots of times these guys have a contest between the other two tables to see who can do it the fastest.
What's that, middle?
Well, I guess somebody could go.
I mean, you're already lying.
They have a heck of a time at home, I went over the truck.
I'll give you that. You had, we give you a nice one, you can have it.
That's just a number. That's my prosecutor.
Jeff is trying to take.
I got, you get it.
It's wonderful. It's this or a cold sandwich in my office. I'd rather have this.
And I didn't know that. It's been on my mind because he's got something to look.
Maybe since he's the boss, he can put good nuts, right?
I always read.
Our circle makes baby kits, and it also includes, besides the gowns and the stuff, we also have to have diapers and baby hats. And my niece made these baby hats for us out of some of her odds and ends of yarn. And we're taking t-shirts, and we cut them and sew them to make diapers.
Marlene, you are sewing the quilts to the edges, right? And what do you call this?
Hemming them.
Hemming them. Okay, and where do all these good quilts go?
binding.
Or binding. Where do these quilts go?
Oh, all over the world, and but we also send to Calhoun County Outreach and Sac County Outreach, and a couple will go to Okoboji for the quilt auction, and let's see, we sent them someplace else last year.
How many quilts have we done so far this year?
Probably 130, 40.
Wow.
We will, last few years we've had 200 plus, maybe 30.
Really? All righty.
Linda does a lot of them during the off season. Linda and some gals that get together over there, and they, well, make the tops. And this past year they had them all done, hymns and everything.
Good job.
Now we have a completed top or bottom. You might be able to see it on the other side. See the squares? Okay, here is one of our finished quilts. You can see the squares are now on put together. And this is what the back looks like. So it's 3-layer stick, very useful and not only locally to be given to people in need, but those overseas that are sent, using for shelter or warmth, to so many needs. We've been given all this material and now we've used our talents here to make something that can help others that need
But
them.
I like them because
Wonderful
a lot
project.
of things